Sentinels 对上 Gen.G 3场最好看的局数一次性带给你。首先，这局要注意看 Gen.G 的位置。Gen.G 击杀 A 前推的 Lakia 后，选择继续干摸近点，摸到一半觉得这里人少，抠队友可以转点来 A。Hands 在转点前还下了颗 B2 楼的烟，成功拉扯到已经想转 A 的2名防守成员。一听到防守成员跑走，马上上去抢位置。此时 John 打了2个。 大概率觉得包点没人，抠队友进来装包，然后
one guy in screens coming back to check there's no one and running back. This all makes sense for t3xture to be here though. Oh, they'd have to be ever vigilant to see it, and now he's got an opportunity to trade it back further. It's huge from t3xture, completely bamboozling them. 10 seconds left, a nade on the floor, a blast back for the fight, but Second still wins it. 5 seconds, they need to plant it now. If they can deny this, it's done on the spot. Karen does well to find one, and there's the follow-up. Gen.G with another round, the pistol.
このエリアコントロールの動きがあれば、ゼルシスも丁寧に抑えてましたよね。
Some smokes. The second just came online for Karen, and one's just been popped down. Here comes the showstopper, though. That's the big gun on the other side. And Sentinels find the opening with it, but there's a response. Gen.G equalize things, catch them on the rotate up through heaven, and drop the spike. 20 seconds left, and the nade buys even more time. The rotation now from t3xture as he realizes they're going to want to hightail it, move to the other side. But look, he's already here. He's ahead of them with 10 seconds left. There's no time for delay. They need this fight. They need to win it. And they have just about 5 seconds. 4 as he reaches the side, it's too late. They've bought enough time. The spike.
t3xture 知道 Sentinels 的时间快没了，所以选择先出去抓人，把时间用光。
From Gen.G here, ready to fight. Meteor the first to take it, and he won't stop. 3 kills already. It's left it all to Sassy, and it's done just like what they've thrown out. It's what they're preparing to throw. 4 players towards the angle. The first drop the snake bite deep, but a little late. Lakia, good for 1. The damage done. It's still recoverable, but that makes it a little harder. With Munchkin down, they know Karen around this angle. There's not too much that we can rely on Gen.G to finish off the kills that have already halfway started. Odin retrieve for Karen, but he's going to find it hard to even find an angle to use this round.
It might just come down to a save. The fact is they're almost having to gamble on where their opponents are going, but the fact is SEN are happy to just play patient. A second round again where they're using Sassy as this luck.
What?
Meteor, though, he's just executed him. And Karen's managed to get a kill as well.
He peeked stairs, and now he's up top suppressing fire. The guy's got 42 HP. He swung out wide. Paranoia hadn't quite landed just yet, and that's a little disappointing. Could have been close with Meteor now having to clutch it out, and the problem is he doesn't know where these players are. They could have snuck away to anywhere. It could cost him a lot of time on the way back through, but it seems he's relatively confident that they'll play towards the site inside that pit. In fact, the lockdown is going to be used here and now. They have to open the door to run away or emerge from that ult, and the timing. Oh, it was so close to seeing Meteor fall. He catches Gen.G on the other side of the wall. Zelsis is standing and now spotted and taken down. A sensational clutch from Meteor.
Not going to be used to fake it as he instantly catches both players. Karen, though, has already made it into the corner. They've got to be careful of this. He's done this before. We saw this yesterday. Wins the first duel, but the trade is immediate.
30 seconds left.
I was hoping for a little bit more in the crossfire, but Meteor doesn't land the first, and now caught by some utility. He's brave.
Spike planted.
Sticking around on that angle to look for a fight. His teammate's miles away. If he goes down, the save call might be made, though. But he doesn't go down. In fact, he sends them skyrocketing into this round with Sassy alone. Lakia, he wants to just contain him, make sure he can't cross out to main. And now he might have. Be in the back of his line. They're split on the angle, and Sassy isolates 1 to second right into his crosshair. Matt.
Utility being broken, still a chance, but just look, 2 players already. The Meteor goes through. He spots the majority. They're not, just about. I thought that he might have flicked away. Karen's still here though, but he'll be traded out and back again, leaving it all onto Second. 25 seconds left, trying to fake out the plant, but Lakia not wanting to overextend. They've pinged exactly where he is, and Zekan's gonna go hunting, gonna try and take this man down and do exactly that. He's also got a flank coming in from t3xture, but already he'll make the realization that this is gonna be a push towards the B site. He's actually gonna go running in, that's the thing. t3xture instantly puts the nade, he has to try and stick this, may even go down to it, just 25 HP. But Zekan's still standing, still holding on. t3xture just sticking it though. Already gets it to half. Looks to try and bait him in. He's got so much time to play with that he has to go back! But Second lands the shot anyway!
He probably wants to use this a little closer so they have an escape. And in fact, very aggressively used. Immediately look at Gen.G's adaptation. They come pushing in towards the spawn angle, but that's where Sassy's waiting, and the orb's obscuring him for just a moment. It's a beautiful angle. He can even get out of here, but they drop it to take a fight together, destroy the lockdown as well. Clinical play from Sentinels, leaving Karen to do it all, and he doesn't stand a chance. And Sentinels start to fall back, concede some of this space. It's a good battle by Gen.G, and they thought they had a lot to work with Meteor sneaking through to B. But
Zelsis with his utility, but also with his Odin at the back, hasn't been revealed. He's sat patiently waiting with his gun in hand, and he's going to win the fight again. Oh, even look at the spam through. He's done a lot of damage to Karen, but he's just buying time for the rotation.
Oh!
You don't really see plays like this every single day. Sat at the back with the Odin in hand, and he's just going to go the sun on his own. Again, another 4K comes out.
Down, Snakebite now, landed right on him, and he's jumping forward.
Oh my
caught
God.
by another piece of utility, this time the alarm bot. Sassy almost had it, but he's caught. Oh, and Zelsis in on the Odin. Picking up one, and he's got his lockdown in prime position. Another swing, and a player spotted. Only one to root out of that Viper's pit. And Munchkin's already given up the angle, essentially. They're running for the hills. As Zelsis steps forward, he'll catch Lakia, setting them up to close this out, with Munchkin falling. It's Zelsis' round.
A lot of teams fight back. Mentioned it as well that throughout their last 9 series, Sentinels have taken the first map every single time.
Meteor goes somewhere else, rotate to A if the pressure's there. His gate crashes on site, decoy used. They might even think that's the real one. They do. Flashed on Zek, and he slowed down and peeked out from the side. Munchkin wrapping to get a nice angle, and he's found another, and they still haven't found Meteor. He's spraying away, catching the jump up and dropping the spike. These players have to come out of the pit. They're getting a reveal. Meteor staying alive for now, and he's up close to the pit, knowing that they have to emerge from it to pick the spike, but they already have. John QT's around the backside, and he's coming right back into the safety of the pit to try to get the plant down. A flash inside, but it's all a decoy to push them towards him as Meteor moves around the other side. This is beautiful play. They're not even looking as he goes back in. And now the plant, sure, it's going to be found, but blinded up, he is stuck in a corner. John QT doesn't stand a chance. Testing off rip, Lakia has given up the space. He was going to drone it, instead close the door, shock dart close, and the follow-up. That is gorgeous. But Sassy does manage to trade with the ultimate, and look who's gone running through! Karen uses their own util as a smoke, walks up and surprises everyone. And the spike is on the floor again. Not just Karen anymore. Meteor's holding it. He's still got his flashes, Cosmic Divide, insult to injury. Drone clearing it out, and the pressure on. Lakia's close to the wall. Meteor's already rotated through, albeit he's only got, well, 0 HP now, never mind, not 40. But there's also Karen on the site, and they've managed to chop and change some of these fights. He's in a little bit of trouble there, but it looks like it's going to be fine with Sentinels crossing the site, grabbing the plants, presumably for free. Tag is received. Hunter's Fury is popped. Push up by Sassy. And a headshot angle, one by Texture with 2 kills and a third.
Yep. Instead, he kills the guy who gets tagged immediately. He hits the most disgusting headshot with an operator, and then just peeks through the Viper screen to kill the last. The guy has no fear whatsoever.
Whoa, nice!
Second's gonna try and get aggressive, but this time it's a B execute. They're looking to end this quickly. Straight into the site they go. Sassy has at least kicked it off with an opener. The spike dropped for a second, and Meteor desperately low.
But that doesn't deter him. He is still going aggressive and swinging into heavy traffic. Only the one to be found. But with 10s on 5 HP, those pieces can be picked up by someone else. Texture, Munchkin, and Karen. History on the line, but still plenty of opportunities. The pressure won't be felt just yet. Snakebite up and over from Sentinels. They look to push some players on backside out of position. Here comes the util from Sassy. The swing from Karen is good to start. Another for Texture, and there's only 2 on Sentinels left. Sassy does well, but they need to get on this spike, force these players out into an open fight, and it's Sassy to look to punish. John QT gets it half, but they're both extremely low. The time is running out, and now it's gone. History for Korean VALORANT.